It seems like every year a devastated Leafs nation is left wondering why it loves so hard and winds up heartbroken again. Florida Panthers forward Matthew Tkachuk shared his thoughts on the Spittin Chiclets podcast.
If their team was not in like Toronto dealing with all like the crazy circus stuff outside of it, like they'd be like an unbelievable team and like such a hard team to play. Like they just have so much to deal with, and I feel bad. I mean, we don't have to deal with that in Florida, and I feel like that's what makes me and my team so lucky. But like you almost use that against them, you know, like the pressure that these guys have to deal with day in and day out.
I see some people nodding. Yeah. I see some people. Is pressure a viable excuse for poor performance? Mel, I'm throwing it to you first.
Well, thank you for that. First of all, I have a lot to say about this because that is a Panthers player, right? Tkachuk is a Panthers player, and he just admitted that his fan base sucks compared to ours. That's what he just said.
That's one way to look at it, yeah.
That's what I just said. So you're
Left
like, basically he's saying we don't have pressure to play good because people don't really care that much about hockey down in Florida. Like, that's what I heard. Number two that I heard, that pressure thing, it sounds like it makes sense, but that's coming from the opposing team. There was somebody on TSN this morning who was saying that is the way of Panthers trolling the Leafs. None of the Leafs have ever said, oh, that's a lot of pressure to play here. Now, we might believe that's the case, but I want to believe that if you are one of the top paid players in the NHL, that you're going to deliver because of the pressure.
That's why they gave you the
Because
paycheck.
of the pressure.
That's why they gave you the
I
paycheck.
know, maybe no one said it publicly, but I do know somebody who dated a Leaf like 10 years ago. I don't know what Leaf, but anyway, it was a Leaf. But she did say that during the playoff season that they were under immense amount of pressure. And I feel like that's not something you would vulnerably show.
I told you that in confidence. Sorry.
But the question is, you guys can deal with that after the show.
Yeah.
The question is that a good enough reason to buckle? It is what you are paid to do.
Listen, I'm also gonna chime in on this one as well, because I think that any professional athlete who plays for a New York team, Rangers, Mets, they're going, I'm sorry, you want to talk fans and pressure? New York is a city where they are unrelenting, so I'm like, I'm not buying it. Secondly, I feel like all of the Olympic athletes who are like, oh, that's nice, every year you have a chance. Well, we get a chance every 4 years, and we have to do all of these things to even qualify to compete again. And if we don't win, we don't get the endorsement money, which means we have no cash and we are broke. So I feel like there's some professional athletes out there going, please miss me with your team with all of the things that you need in order to win, and you're guaranteed paycheck. You have been playing, this is another part I don't understand. You have been playing in front of fans your entire life.
So what's the answer? You feel like they should be paid less as a result?
You know what? Here's an idea, and we talked about this. If you don't win, you don't get paid, or we don't. You win, there's a financial incentive.
Or go the opposite, which is like bonus pay. Like they do get bonus,
Yeah,
but there should be an incentive. You know that there are guys, and I'm going to call them out, and I know your families are probably watching, and we love you, John Tavares. We love you, Mitch Marner. These are born and raised Toronto boys. They have slept, and breathed the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they have dreamed of this moment their entire life.
So what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, go.
Year. For the Leafs fans, year after year, what keeps you coming back?
Well, the hope. I think I feel like I can speak for those of you who are fans. I think it's the hope that they will bring home a Stanley Cup. Many people have that memory of living through that or hearing about their father or their grandfather living through that, and they want to have that happen again. And I think the thing is that, like, let's compare it to a relationship, okay? So
this is an abusive relationship.
No, I don't think it is. I think that depends on the lens you're looking at. I think if you have somebody who performs well in the bedroom, day after day, week after week, and goes goes the distance, and then just once in a blue moon, it doesn't work out so well.
When it matters.
When it matters every time, but they try very hard. Would you be like, I'm done with this relationship, I'm walking out?
Wait. Have I paid for this?
Well, this is a good question.
Because if I paid for it, you better deliver.
I just think, I wonder right now what I watched, and again, I don't have a dog in this hunt, but I did watch my partner watch the game where everybody was walked out and midway through the game. And I just wonder as a player if that is demotivating, especially at that point. I wonder if
I was there, I would have walked out. And I'm going to tell you what.
But it didn't help.
Big money. Big money.
People did walk out, and they
These
didn't
people
win.
paid thousands of dollars for those seats.
But you're still
Thousands of dollars.
Like it didn't work. So maybe try a different
We
technique.
should
That's all I'm
applaud, we
saying.
should applaud them for almost trying, no?
Yes.
You know what? I want to applaud Cynthia for taking up for the hockey players.
I tried hockey
She
players.
did it.
I tried.
She did it.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.